Well, this is the first round of 4 of this Olimoleague December Finals, and in the top right-hand side, in the red, it is the dearest Protoss of them all. It is Deer himself. And in the bottom left-hand side, the dreamiest Terran of them all, it is Dream. In the blue. Oh, man. I'm so happy Dream is back. Dream is so good. Dream is like... It's like Dream is the combination of... Dream feels like the combination of like Marine King and Tasia. So like the macro and the nice defensive, very effective decision making of Tasia, and like the micro and the builds a little bit of Marine King. I mean, Dream can get hella greedy. Dream is the kind of person who will definitely go like 4 Hellions with a 3rd CC. Like, definitely. Kind of like what a Dynamite did last game, except Dream never dies. Never dies. You're going to be going for that gateway. Very standard. And into the expansion as well. I can't wait what these two have in store for me today. TVP. A classic matchup, really. You know what? I think over time, every single matchup has become a classic. I think PvZ is a classic in the sense that, like, almost every single WCS, like, finals last year with Cyril and stuff has been like PvZ a lot. There's a lot more ZVZ like recently, of course, but I think PvZ has become a classic matchup. TVZ has always been a classic matchup, but now the TVP, especially like in the Korean scene, has been starting to be a classic. Like every single time you see like Innovation Maru versus the stats and the classics and stuff. I mean, like I feel like every single matchup is a classic, and I mean, watching Deer versus Drano, I just can't wait. Like in the Korean scene, TVP is like a classic one. It's probably because like there's no Zergs as well. There's Zergs are like non-existent in Korea. I mean, how many Zergs are there in Korea? There's Su, there's Impact, sometimes. Not in GSL, but sometimes. There's not Leenock anymore. You've got Dark, you got Rogue. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. But there's like, I feel like there's 5 Zergs to like 10 Protosses and 10 Terrans. So TVP definitely happens a lot on the Korean scene. Well, as compared to ZVZ. ZVZ is very much a Western, Eastern European. Oh man, that is a Solar as well. That was a game of chicken right there between the Reaper and the Adept. I will never forget when Maru killed an Adept with a Reaper around a Nexus. That's like the most impressive thing I've seen. All right, well he does not want that Reaper to get in, but you know, with 2 Adepts, that definitely spells out an Oracle, if anything. Does he see anything? No. Did he see the second Adept though? The second Adept is the biggest tell that you got a Stargate on your hands. And then Oracle's gonna be there first. Interesting. So Armani's not that present in the Korean scene, and Armani I think is a Chinese player as well. But also who I was forgetting was Ragnarok. Ragnarok had like a killer performance last year. Like I thought Ragnarok was just gonna be just like one of those players that would never be like that top tier. But Ragnarok is like an A tier player. If he wants to. And depending on tournaments. No, it's in weekend tournaments. He's actually like a monster. He's so good. But took him a while for sure. But the best Zerg of all time, obviously Ro4. I mean, there's no doubting that. It's not even a debate. Okay, well that Oracle gets completely deflected immediately. Look at that, Dream taking the map presence for himself. Reaper in the front, Marine at the back. I love it. I love it. 3rd base is already going down for Dream though. So Dream is going to be the greedy one here. Where's Dream? He's going to want to probably apply a lot of more pressure. Double Tech Lab here on the way as well. What's going to be the tech for Deer? I mean, Deer just made like 1 Oracle, and that's pretty much it. Didn't even make a Phoenix, I don't think. Does he have a Phoenix? Yeah, he does have 1 Phoenix. Just a scout for drops already. I mean, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I mean, he's not even going for a Widowmine drop either, so I think Dream just going for the mass bio style. Very kind of Marine King-esque, as I said, in builds, but very strong tactically and everything, and also strategy-wise, like Tasia. Well, very nice. It does keep deflecting that Oracle now. That Oracle Probably has no chance in terms of doing damage, but could definitely probably maybe even drop some stasis wards here and there in the future. Okay, well now Deer is taking his side of the vision, of his side of the base, so he just has to make sure that this is covered, this area, because that's probably where he's going to be attacking. At this point, he just keeps wanting to poke in with that Oracle. It's not going to happen, though. And that Reaper is going to kill Probe. Oh, yeah, he does want to. Is he going to get out? Oh, man, the force field was clutch. And actually using that deviation slowed the Reaper down just enough for him to kill him. I don't know if that was worth it. Probably yes. Because the difference between that dying and 50 energy is it's definitely worth it. Okay, well, he's just going to Revelate. And Dream taking his third base right now. He's going to try and match the greed. But, I mean, the economic lead for Deer is undeniable. Even with Mules, I mean, he's still ahead like at least like 500 minerals a minute. What is he going to do with that 500 minerals a minute? He's going to buy some gateways, baby. Nice. Will probably allow him to have a fairly massive gateway army. Now, the thing is that he doesn't have charge. He did go for blink first. That's the thing. So charge is going to come after. There might be a small timing where he can do something. Is a Dream. But he's going to attack without Medivacs, it seems. Okay, Medivacs are coming right here. And okay, he has to keep letting those Marines here at the back here just to protect against that one Oracle that just keeps being annoying. And well, that Cyclone was trying to find it. He does find it eventually. And he does see that this push is coming as well. Does he have +1? Looks like he doesn't. Does have Stim, though, and he does have Combat Shields. It's going to be the saving grace. And he's going to have to burrow those Widow Mines nicely. If those Widow Mines go off, it's going to be a favorable trade. If they don't go off, it's not going to be a favorable trade. And that's some very basic stuff in the upcoming fight. Robo Bay, though, on the way for Deer. Gonna want to probably go into Colossus from here. Actually, no. Actually, yes. Actually, I don't know. Because with the Blink, you could definitely go into Disruptors first, but I think Colossi into Disruptors seem to be a lot more standard. That Marine there just spotting to see if there's a fourth base. Gonna see that Prome's gonna be, no, hell, get out of here, bro. And then he's gonna get out of there. So he does not want to lose his life. Constant revelations, though, on this army, and that's gonna allow him to defend against this quite a lot easier. With the force fields, one force field here is way enough. However, here, this is where it gets tricky because you need probably 3 force fields in order to block that correctly, and you do have a stasis ward, and you have a shield battery, and you have a cannon. So excellent defensive position out of Deer. I don't think Dream is breaking that anytime soon, despite the strength of his army. And it is going to be Colossus on the way for Deer. So that's what he's planning on doing. Ooh, if he gets his army, though, when they're both on the same high ground, that would be definitely good. But all he wants to do is deny that base. Nice Unburrow micro with the Widow Mines, not letting that go off that easily. A nice target fire onto that Cyclone and then blinking back. That was great. That was great. Small counterattack with the Zealots, though. Look at that. Onto that third base. It's going to be a little bit of bio, though, so I don't think this is going to do any damage, really. But he's looking out for that army here with that Stalker. It's not going to happen. Ooh, he's actually moving out with that Bioforce, so that counterattack with the Zealots is going to be really strong. I think he's going to wait to see that he has a confirmation on the Bio army, and then he's going to go in. Look at that. Those Zealots going into that third base at a really rough time right now. He's going to have to pull whatever kind of reinforcements he had, but he's not letting up on the front base, though. That's a massive army, actually, out of Dream, but even more massive out of Deer. Look at that with the Colossus as well. He does get that shot off with the Widow Mine. That's pretty much it. 4 SCVs go down there, but that's all he actually gets. He's going to try and rotate around here towards the fourth base. He does not want that to actually go down. Oh, man, that's a good force field. That was the second force field there. Could have walled it off. But now all he wants to do is take care of that fourth base. This is a big skirmish here in the middle. It's kind of messy right now. Going to burrow that Widow Mine, too, as well, just to deny that fourth base. That's going to be well played. But can he rotate here enough for it to matter? Oh, look at that. Killing that probe, too. Now just unburrowing the Widow Mine. So many small, minute things, but they're denying this fourth base as long as he can. And now, the fourth base going to come down to around 9 minutes 30 to like 10 minutes, really. So he denied it a good amount. He even canceled it, too. Look at that. If you start it at the same time as the Protoss, that's exactly where you want to be economically. All of a sudden now Dream is catching up in terms of the economy and where we're at in this game. But, I mean, in terms of tech-wise, there's so many more things coming out for Deer. Oh man, he's going to lose that as well. There's like Disruptors coming out. There's DTs coming out. There's Warprism Speed coming out. There's +2 coming out. There's going to be Storm as well. Like, That's a lot of tech out of Deer. We'll see if Dream can deal with all of that tech mixed together, really. He's going to have some EMPs on his hands, and that's going to be the best part. But, I mean, with the... Okay, I thought it was from maybe a High Templar, but no. He catches that Warp Prism. That's going to be definitely a step in the right direction. I don't know if he's going to see it, though. No, he's going to miss it just slightly. Or is he going to miss it slightly? Ooh, look at that. I don't know how I think he spotted it just barely on the side of the screen. Oh, nice. He even warped it in, too. Oh, he doesn't target fire it, though. But he does take care of the Zealot, so that's the good part. Little skirmish here on the top side of the map as well. He's going to have to run away that Bio Ball. Okay, well, that gets taken care of. There's just 4 Colossi there, so that's no laughing matter at all. Got to be careful not to lose too much. The 4th base is finally established for Deer, but as is Dream as well, though. And he's going into quadruple Vikings at a time. Where did I see a bajillion DTs warping in? Not too sure, but double Disruptors on the way. And that's a lot of Disruptors right now. It's really good versus Ghosts, because Ghosts cannot stim, and they are not mobile at all. Oh my god, that's where it warped in. Oh my god. Okay, well, that doesn't actually die, which is a good part. If that finished as a Planetary Fortress, that would have been a whole different story. But now, look at that. There's a lot of Stalkers and a lot of Colossi. Not sure about the quality of this army, though. Look at that. If this comes in for the flank, that would be fantastic. He's going to try and dodge here, and the Vikings start to get picked up. But look at that. The flank is coming in here from this side. There's a lot of Disruptors, though, kind of trying to counter that flank. But look at that. The splits are amazing. And this, oh my god, the micro is insane. He doesn't actually hit that much with the Disruptors, and he's closing in more and more. If he can take care of all these Colossi, that would be fantastic. And there's nothing to buffer for these Colossi anymore. And he's going to stim in, taking care of all these Colossi and all of those Disruptors as well. And that flank was so good, and the micro was so good as well. That he just spazzed out as he saw his life flash before his eyes, basically. Alright, well, he's going to try and counterattack here, but I mean, Dream is in such a fantastic position at this point. He lost so little to those Disruptors. That was so impressive, especially with the Ghosts that are so immobile, but now he has some leftover Vikings, and he can use them however he wants to. He's going to go into pure Disruptors from here, but I don't know if you can actually do Disruptors versus Dream. His micro is so strong. His micro is so strong. That Observer, just seeing everything. Nice. If he counterattacks here, I'm not sure if he can close this game out, but because I mean, Disruptors are fairly good defensively. They're good for stalling and in like mid-game, like mid-map fights. But defensively, once they run out, it's kind of tough to push into, and offensively as well. So, let's see how that turns out. Small squad here at the top side. Probably is thinking if you're expanding towards here, your next expansion is probably here or at the top here. Any guess is quite right here. Probably going to cancel that quite fast. Very nice reaction time as well. He's going to use those Disruptors to try and pick off as much army as he can. Nice blink forward. And he's going to be aggressive forward as well. Nice Disruptor shots. And he's going to take care of that quite nicely. As I said, Disruptor's really good in mid-map fights, as it is nor defensive nor attack. So mostly for control. Nice stutter steps so far, and those Ghosts do a lot of damage. He's gonna be able to clear that eventually, but yeah, that was nice. Nice pickup though. I think that was a pickup on the Ghost as well. Nice. Okay, well, there's a fight here in the middle of the map as well. Those Disruptors gonna force him to not take the fight, but now there's a small flank here of random stuff. Oh my god, nice pickup. That was insane pickup by Dream as well. His micro is out of control right now. His reaction time as well. He's gonna keep pushing forward. And man, those Disruptors are officially on the defense now. As long as he can keep applying the pressure, that's going to be all he needs. He's going to keep using this squad of Bio to try and counterattack here. Going to go towards the top and take care of those bros that are trying to expand. And in the meantime, there are some middle units here. The Dream's economy, though, is not stopping. In fact, Deer has put basically like no pressure on the other side of the map yet. Okay, can he do anything with this Bio Ball? He's going to try and move forward. Nice blitz, though. He loses actually nothing to that Disruptor Ball. And he's going to use Disruptors defensively as best as he can, but he's in a dire position. There's a lot of Vikings, though, that need to be used somewhere, and these Liberation Zones are going to change everything. He's going towards the side here. Is he going to double flank from here? Look at this. Okay, no, one's going to use the counterattack, and the other one's just going to defend. Okay, I thought he was going to, like, double flank him from both sides. That would have been fantastic. But now, look at that. These Liberators taking position onto the forward. And he's going to take care of those Stalkers as well. Those Disruptor shots keep missing. Literally, Dream is invulnerable to Disruptor shots. He's going to try and counterattack on the other side. The Disruptors do kill all the SCVs, so that's actually really, really good. And he's going to take care of that base as well. But, I mean, he has to take care of his own bases as well. And, I mean, Dream is doing a really good job. He's going to drop into the mid. He can't deal with every single place at the same time. He has an Immortal out for some reason. That's not going to help too much, and he doesn't know what to do. He's going to send some of the bio back to try and help with this, but the recall has been done. It has been done towards the natural base. And man, can he keep splitting against all of these? Nice target fire. He knows with every single disruptor. He knows every single disruptor that's firing, so he just targets fire them down. And they can't do anything at this point. Look at that. Even sniping the Dark Shrine, knowing that that's a really strong tool in a low econ game, and especially in a base trade kind of scenario. Oh, man. Can I get back to everyone? Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, he takes care of that now, and I mean, Deer is in shambles right now. His army is kind of okay-ish, but now sieging those Liberators at the front, that's securing his position in this game. And now he has to take care of those. He does take care of one of the medevacs. Still has one of that Phoenix from the beginning of the game is still there. 16 minutes in. He's going to try and use Disruptors as much as he can, but each of those Disruptors are going off cooldown every time. And I mean, he is slowly pressing forward. There's not much he can do. Nice flank here from the side, but they actually go into the liberation zones. And that's GG, and Dream takes game at number 1. Man, what a game. That was intense. But well played. Well played by Dream. Ah, yes. Oh, wait, hold on. Dream is like tilted to the right. Ah, it's too late. I already loaded the game. RIP. Alright, we're loaded in to a game number 2 between these two on the bottom right-hand side of Triton. In the blue, it is Deer. And on the top left-hand side, yes, I can do the left from right. It is the Red Terran. It is Dream. Where's that tag? It's a bear? Hold on. Brave Star. Cool. What's Dream's one? Hold on. Dream doesn't have one. Oh my god. How can you do this? Dream, where's your thing? Dream needs to choose an icon to put in front of his Nexus. But at the same time, Deer is teamless, so I don't know. I don't know. Triton. Does this favor any race? I'm not sure. Deer actually does not go for the wall. He just goes for the wall. Kind of in base here. Just try and block a Reaper. Instead of putting it here, I think he's kind of afraid that it's a little bit too exposed from there. So we'll see what he wants to do. Also see if he wants to actually go for a Reaper here, or is it going to be a Marine? We'll see very soon. Anyway, what happened that last game, really? I think the last game, Dream won an insane fight versus like 5 gajillion Disruptors, 4 Colossi, and a ton of Stalkers, but he split so perfectly that he got no damage, and he took care of all the robo units, resetting everything, and just was ahead since then, pretty much. Gonna draw that expansion in peace. Not needing to worry about any probes or any shenanigans. I don't think Dream actually chases that much. In fact, I bet you he almost never cheeses. If he cheeses, it's probably like TBT, maybe double Reapers. But that's all I can think of, really. Man, so satisfying. When it's 16 out of 16 and you're just rallying into your Nexus. I mean, your simulator. Boom, that finishes, that finishes. Deer's builds, so tight. So tight. That Reaper going across the map. And it was a gas after rack, so it's going to be a follow with a Marine as well. Probably going to go into a reactor from there exactly. And just a Marine, mostly defend against any probe that could be really annoying. Also, you can just make a bunker with 1 Marine, and that's fantastic for defense. Is he going to get this Reaper, though? No, probably not. Still needs like 2 more hits to kill that one. No, he doesn't go for it. It is open though, but he doesn't go for it. No, understandably enough though. However, look at that. The Adept going across the map. There's no bunker right now. He's gonna have to be very careful with his Marine, and this could be some trouble. Look at that. Warps in here. I mean, Shades in here. He's gonna go for that SCV. Does hide the SCV though. That's nice, but he's gonna have to be careful in terms of how he fights this. Okay, he just gets on out of there. That's not too much damage, which is good, but this Stalker follow-up is gonna be very strong as well. The Widow Mine is on the way. Not quite here yet, though, and he's going to be able to pick off everything that's in the middle. Nice. He does pick off that Reaper, so no possibility of scouting what is going on the other side of the map, which is basically Blink and a Robo as well. Okay, nice stutter step micro. He just wants to lose his shields and then gets out of there, but nice micro from both players. Ooh, barely not getting that Marine and pulling him back. Pulling back the Hellion as well. Very nice micro. And now with the Widow Mine in the front, I mean, there's nothing you can do now. He's going to repair that Hellion. Probably use it for another purpose, either a drop or for some scouting. But it was very cost efficient. Nice. Double Widow Mine drop, though, is going to be ready on time. Like, he is warping in some Stalkers. They are, however, on this side. Does he know what's actually going on? He's going to see with that Phoenix, though, what's going on. He's going to realize maybe I need to put stuff in my main base. All right. Well, where is this going? Well, it's going to be a third base out of Deer, and it's going to be a drop out of Dream. He does know about that now, though. He sees the Stalker. He's going to want to drop in. Even if he gets one probe, he doesn't care. He's going to try anyway. If he gets a Stalker, even better. And that's pretty much all that there's going to be for that drop. At the same time, though, Hellion trying to go into the main actually kills a couple probes. It's 5 probes in total for all of that. So not too sure if that was worth it. I'd say not really. It's like on the edge of being equal, I'd say, but not quite equal. Deer defending that quite nicely. I think if there was one more probe, it might have been worth it. The thing is that he didn't actually lose the medevac too, so it was 2 Widow Mines and a Hellion for 5 workers. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, Deer here really wants to make sure that nothing weird is happening, so he's going to use a lot of observers here on the top side, in the middle, and he's going to want to have as much vision as he can. He's going into charge with +1, so it's going to be a blink charge kind of a composition with more gates to an explosion to get a little 5 more gates here, 6 more gates. And, okay, well, we're going to have a strong follow-up here. He's going to want to blink into the main. Probably not going to work, though, as there is a Raven literally just waiting for him. But he's going to want to go for a charge lot follow-up as well, with some Immortals, apparently, as well. It's going to be strong. He's going to go up to 16 here, 16 out of 16. He's going to churn out so many Zealots, you're going to have a headache. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. The gateways are finishing, though, right now, so Warpins are going to be ready. It's going to be probably a lot of Zealots. And the thing what you want to do with these Stalkers is that you want to start picking off as much as you can. The Bioforce is moving across the map without the medevacs. Are the medevacs? Yeah, they just finished now. Oh, but if he catches them, though, that would be fantastic. Oh, my God, he does actually get one. That's a fantastic move out of Deer. If he didn't have that Observer, he wouldn't have had the high ground vision to actually do so. And all of a sudden now, this army is with 1 medevac instead of 2, and that's half the healing power. The Raven is still quite scary, though. He's going to have to be very careful how he engages. The sentries are going to be nice as well, though. Grouped with the Stalkers, and now I think he doesn't want to warp in Zealots just yet because they don't have charge. He's going to opt for the auto turrets, though, in the meantime. His Dream, and this attack is very, very strong. He does have +1 to the +1, to be fair, of Deer. Not +1 defense, but +1 attack. And he's finally warping in some Zealots now to be able to try and defend this. And there's no Widow Mines with this, as they were used in a drop. Going to take care of that Immortal. But can he take care of the rest of this army? It's going to be quite close. He's going to try and... Yeah, okay, so he blinks back. He does lose a couple Stalkers, but now this has officially been held. He can blink forward now if he wants to. Take care of the Raven. Take care of the medevacs as well, as he does target them down continuously. And the little all-army hotkey with the 3 observers at the same place now. That was very nice. 3 observers at the same time. A very strong comp. to have. But the 3 bases are established. That's the big thing. 63 probes with a Robo Bay on the way as well, and some more sentries. Now, Dream does have the army advantage. He does have some nice. He does have a nice worker like count as well. It's really not bad. Although he's just establishing now, it's already 12 out of 16, so not that far behind in terms of workers. And Deer finally finishing his saturation on all 3 bases as well. Gonna try and do some more rotating around here to see if there's any angle he can actually hit from. Yeah, he's gonna go towards the north. There are no observers here so far, but look at that. Nice kill right there. He's gonna have to be careful with all those widow mines. That one actually whiffs on a dead unit. And nice force fields there, taking care of that front bio and using those zealots only one at a time to deal with those widow mines. And look at that, the blink forward, and he almost takes care of every single medevac, and that's so expensive. As now you have to rebuild medevacs against a dude who's building Colossi. And you don't want to do that. You want to have your medevac count fixed at 4 or more, like 4, 5, or 6 tops, and then you want to start Viking production. But now he has to replenish his healing power if he wants to be able to deal with this army in any capacity. Except now, oh no! Except now, if he's going into Colossi, he's gonna want to make Vikings, but he can't. You're like monopolizing the medevac count right now. I mean the starport production to be able to make some more medevacs. He's gonna have to go up to 5, and then he can probably start some Vikings. But I mean, he's gonna be really late on that, and a Zealot War Prism counterattack is gonna be really strong as well. The Stalkers are trying to pick off whatever they can in the middle, but not sure well if that's gonna work. At 4th base is on the way as well. So is Dream, to be fair, but kind of liking Dream's position right now, to be honest. And the upgrades are sick. +3 attack is on the way for Dream. Oh my god. With the Colossi, that's going to do so much damage. He's going to try and do a little bit of damage to the main as well with that Warp Prism. I don't think he's going to get it, though. He's going to get out just barely in time. There are no Vikings left. The Vikings have been started. They are in production. Slowly but surely. But, I mean, the dude already has 2 Colossi. And there is an upgrade advantage, too. It's 2-1 to 1-1. So there's a tech advantage and an upgrade advantage, and a slight economic advantage as well. Nice counterattack here by Deer. He's going to have to... Yeah, he's going to deal with it quite nicely. A couple SCVs died. Nice hold position here. Trying to kill as many SCVs as possible. 7 going down. Oh, man. Even healing that SCV, that's actually kind of nice. So 7 going down. Total for 10. So that was actually the biggest SCV killing spree of the game. Got to be really careful about the pathing of these Colossi. That's like the worst part of the Colossi. It's their pathing. It's so terrible. They'll just walk across cliffs and die immediately. So he's going to have to be just a tiny bit more careful there. But you know what? Deer's army, really strong. But Dream's macro is so strong too. Let's see how this next fight goes, though. He's going to really want to wait for maybe +3. And look at that. All those swiping. That's 3 Colossi swiping away and deleting that bio. Man, they are swiping right on those Marauders right now. They're saying, hell no, not today. Wait, swipe right, swipe left. Fuck, I think swiping left. I think that's the joke I'm trying to go for. That's not working. But anyway, pulling those SCVs, that's never good versus Colossi of all things. And the Colossi just wrecking all of the economy. Now it's 21 workers to the 80 of Dream, and Dream taking commanding lead, and that's GG, and Deer takes game number 2. Man, it's 1-1 now. It's 1-1 now. Take a small drink. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. All right. I'm going for the next game. The next game. Okay, well, we're loaded in to game number 3 between these two players, spawning in the bottom left-hand side of Zen. In the blue, it is Deer. And in the top, oh shiz, in the top right-hand side of Zen as well. I hope he's spawning on the same map. Otherwise, that would be bad. Yeah, that would be really awkward if they spawn on different maps. But it is Dream, the red Terran player. Last game, so well played by Deer, denying everything at all times, and fantastic catches with the Stalkers as well. I wonder if he's going to go for a similar style, but you know what I say about Zen, though? Zen is a super turtley map. In terms of turtley, I mean, to 3 bases, the easiest turtle map in the world. Like, this is super defendable, and if you defend this, you defend your entire natural base, and the only other point of entry is, like, this pixel here. So, yeah, pretty strong. However, in terms of timing attacks, the Terrans have such a strong time, as this is upper ramp here, and it's hard to come down. You can place those siege tanks here, here as well, put some bunkers down, some liberators, and you've got a field day on your hand. However, I think maybe if you're going for that kind of charge lot blink style, that'd be really strong against it as well. Alright, so the Probe Scout is coming out for the year this time, though. He does not want the expansion to go down as easily as it can, and also scouting at the same time. As normally you don't really do any cheeses, except when you reach, like, Game 3. This is a best of 5 vibe, by the way, so whoever wins this game, it's not quite the end of the series quite yet. Alright, well, let's see where it goes from here. So it's going to be a Marine after that barracks as per usual. And we're just going to wait for what tech Deer kind of decides to go into. Let's take his gas quite late, though. It's going to go for that Adept and that Warp Gate research. We'll see. Either it's going to be at 100 or it's going to be at 150 for that Stargate. But if I had to guess on this map, I'd say it's going to be something a little bit more turtley. Or maybe something that'll help him defend whatever push, whatever weird BS push happens here, basically, by Terran. Nice jump up spot right there. And he's going to get a nice scout off. I think Deer's going to wait for him to leave, and then he's going to go for whatever he wants to go for. Looks like it's going to be Twilight Council is going to be the choice here. Now, it can probably be Blink and everything, but you know what? I would not put it past Deer to actually go for, like, DTs or some crazy shit like that. Bunker nicely placed. See, depot block with little bunker here. The problem with the bunker is that, well, you can just, Adept can just walk past. Is he gonna take care of that SCV now? There's nothing you can do about it. Oh my god, that's like 99.999% of finishing. Rip. At least that doesn't quite supply block Dream, so it's fine in a way. Now 3 Marines versus 2 Adepts. That's strong, and ooh, the Adepts gets out, and all the Marines get out as well. So far, pretty even. Pretty even. So far, Deer has never walled versus a Reaper, so that's kind of weird. But, okay, going into Blink, and as well, he's also going for the Robo facility. So, is he going to go for kind of a similar build in a way as last game, as it did work? We will see. That Reaper is coming in, probably going to get a probe kill. 1 probe kill, 2, 3. Oh, get out. Or get in. That is the alternative. Get in, scout. Just like, okay, there's a lot of stalkers. That thing is wiggling with some chrono boost power. And, yeah, that's definitely Blink. That's 1000% Blink. How is he going to react to Blink, though? Going to react with, I think, a Raven here, which is a good move. Because Ravens can take care of all those observers quite nicely without using a scan. So you can really focus on your armor production. So the only place you can blink in is probably here. If you can blink in from here to here, that would be mind-boggling. It's not going to happen at all. So, probably just going to go to a 3 racks right now. Also +1, going to be very strong as well. So, Deer's going to opt to go for a 3rd base first. So, Blink is going to be finishing here quite shortly. However, is he going to go into charge from here? I believe so. I think that's the most standard thing to do, but it's definitely going to be a timing now. In terms of charge plus Blink, There are timings you can do with Stim +1 and Ravens. But is he going to go for that, though? He does have the Raven. That's part 1. But he's going to have to get Stim and Combat Shields and +1. I think he might hit a timing with all of those 3 things at the very same time. Let's see where Dream goes from here. He doesn't have a third base quite yet. The biggest tell of what's going to happen is, does he drop a third base, or does he drop 2 more barracks to put on some heavy, heavy pressure? And he's probably going to have to do something soon. He's going to have to decide because this third base is getting established. Did he see that? I don't think he saw that with the Raven. Don't think he saw that. Nice. All right, well, 2 more gateways on the way as well. He's building the mortal count as well. And I think he's just going to be preparing for anything weird. He sees that there are no observers, so I think this is going to be his cue to actually leave the base. And he's going for it now. Going for it now. Going to go for a third base, I think, on the back of it. And it's going to be seen by this observer. He sees there's going to be an SCV there ready to make a command center. He's going to know exactly when as well. The Raven is doing a massive push in the middle of the map. The Stalkers aren't going to try and slow it down or anything. He's just going to build some shield batteries, and he's going to try and get charged as well. I don't know if Deer can stop this push. This push is so strong. If you can just get an interference matrix, not an interference matrix, but just a missile on that shiz, or just turrets straight up. Force fields are nice, but can it save him? I really don't think so. The Stim, Combat Shields, and +1 timing altogether was really strong, and there has been no damage on the side of Deer on the other side of the map. So he was able to go into this quite freely, and he picks up the third base quite nicely. The Immortals might help him to actually stop this push eventually, but oh man. And the Cyclone locking onto that Immortal, taking care of that as well. 2 Immortals go down, and without the Immortals, I mean, this is an easy army to kill from here. GG, and Dream takes game number 2 with a very nice, simple timing push. A simple timing push. Nice. Deer bring it back though. Look at that. Now it's 2 no, not Deer, sorry. Pulling ahead is Dream. So now it's what? It's 2-1. Scheist. All right, we're loaded in to game number 3, I think. No, wait, hold on. This and this. There you go. Spotting on Nightshade in the bottom right-hand side. In the blue, it is Deer. And in the top left-hand side, in the red, taking that last game, the convincing timing push that I'm 100% stealing after this tournament is done. It is Dream. Nice. Very simple, you know, Raven +1 combat shield stim timing with a lot of bio and a Cyclone. And, you know, I think that Cyclone targeting all those, like that Immortal was very purposeful. I really do think. In fact, before a fight like that, I would totally like just turn off Cyclone auto lock on and just lock onto whatever I think is important. That'd be really good, I think. Because if it just locks onto like a Zealot, like you don't care, dude. You don't care. It's just going to overkill with the bio as well, so might as well lock on the stuff that is actually viable. And Deer, not going for the wall yet again. I feel like you're just prone to more scouting. You're prone to getting scouted. And he's... I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Dream is always going to go for the Reaper. And he's going to be able to get in there and scout. At the same time, I don't think Deer even cares that you scout him. It's like, dude, you scouted Blink. What of it? Like, can't really punish Blink that much. There's no punish to Blink except like a 2-base kind of timing. Even at that though, Blink can also counter 2 bases. Like, it's so solid and standard that there's not much you can do. The biggest counter to Blink, if I were to like guess, would be like maybe like proxy starport, but you would have to have that in your mind from the beginning of the game, which is not the case for Dream. He does not cheese. Goes for very strong macro builds, and he's gonna go for a reactor before the factory. Normally it's the other way around, but looks like he is going to go for those extra Marines a little bit faster as well. So is it going to be a bio kind of a push? I'm not too sure. Okay, look at that. It's going to go for a second barracks here with a factory there and a Stargate. It's going to be the choice of tech for Deer. Interesting. It is a big map. I do understand this Stargate choice, as it does cover a lot of distance quite easily. Oh, man. Thank you very much for the follow, my dude. I'm going to have to disable that very, very soon, I think. Hold on. Yeah, no. You know what? Not even disabling it. Fuck it. People want to follow, just fucking follow. I don't even care anymore. However, I could turn the music off next time, I think. And put it to the side. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. So. Yeah, Deer's going for expansion as well. The Oracle is going to be the second choice here. I don't think he knows anything about it, though. He doesn't... Like, if there was a 4-player map, you wouldn't even know where he is right now. It's completely in the dark. Not what's happening. So, he's going for the safest build right now. He's going for Cyclone into, kind of... Wait, combat shields? Combat shields. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I kind of... This is interesting. He's going to go for combat shield Cyclone timing, I think. Depending on what comes out of this factory now, looks like it's going to be a tank. A tank combat shield attack, maybe, with even some bunkers. That would be very, very interesting. He's going to try and catch this Oracle right now. Ooh, nice catch. Let's get the shields all the way off. And all he has to do now is be careful on his mineral line. So he's going to place it there. That's pretty much going to be the end of it. And Deer is trying to go for a 4-minute third base. I'm not sure if this is going to work out, especially considering the builds that we have. Okay, 2 Oracles now together. This, all of a sudden, is some damage. That's 3 Adepts as well. I'm not sure how well any of this is going to work together. More Cyclones on the way. Is it going to be a Cyclone tank kind of combat shield kind of a thing? The only thing I'm kind of worried about is that he doesn't have any defense against, like, all of these Oracles, really. So he's just going to walk in here, one-shot these, boom. And what's he going to do about it? Not much. He's just going to recall them at this point. Is he going to lose? Okay, doesn't... He actually saves 2 of them, which is totally worth it at this point. Phoenixes are on the way. This is going to be a big combat shield timing. With a tank, some SCVs as well, and a Cyclone. How much damage can he get done, though? There is a Phoenix that's going to help versus the tank and the Cyclone as well. It's going to use... Oh, nice use of the Oracles, killing that Cyclone. And that's a lot of the damage in that army. All of a sudden gone. If that was to get with the Marines, I probably would have done a little bit more damage. He's going to try and go for this push now. This big combat shield type push at 5 minutes 20, and that's a really strong push. It's quite scary, but the Guardian shield, though, going to be really strong. Lifting that tank and using those Adepts to clear all of those Marines, and with the Oracles, too, doing a lot of work onto those Marines as well. And, I mean, those tanks not doing much damage versus these Adepts, and that was a fantastic choice. Clumping up a little bit at the end, though. Not going to lie. Nice target fire on that weakened one. Ooh, look at that. Keeps doing more damage. Now, the shield battery does help in the defense here. That's going to be gone eventually. Nice target fire onto that Cyclone. That one goes down, and this push has been stopped. 1,000%. Going to try and go into Stim N+1 from here, but he stopped this quite nicely. The economic position is insanely in Deer's favor. He has triple probes at the same time with a third base already up. With a third base already up. This is going to hurt a lot. He's going to go into Blink from here. Kind of strangely enough, I think. I would expect kind of Charge from here to be able to like press his advantage with a lot of Zealots and easy money and easy A-move units. But no, he's going to go into Blink here, a little bit more of a methodical composition. He's going to keep the Sockers together and going to try and pick off as much as he can as well. Blink is strong defensively. It is a defensive spell, really. It helps you defend against drops a little bit easier. Helps you kind of kite armies as they try and move across the map. A very defensive ability indeed. Phoenix are just trying to be annoying. Just getting some scouting information. The third base on the way for Dream, though, but quite late in comparison to Deers. And Deers going to run away with so much production. Look at that. 5 gateways on the way. +1, and a Robo Bay. It's a lot of tech and a lot of production. And more economy. And better army composition as well. Gonna scout in here with the Phoenix. See what is up. He's like, seriously, that's all you got? Is that all you have, mate? It truly is. He's gonna try and go into a third base here. It's gonna be difficult though. He's gonna see what he wants to do. Okay, he's gonna try and pray to the Lord that this drop does not get scouted. This Zealot though could see it. It does not, barely. If he saw that with the Phoenix and just picked it off, that would have been, holy shit, that would have been a really good position. He's building a pylon here for the vision. It's going to be very, very nice. He's going to spot that pretty much immediately as it comes in. Ooh. Yeah, Phoenix are back. Yo. Hello? Uh-oh. Okay, well, he's going to maybe even bait it with the Widow Mines. Let's see. Okay, he's just keeping it there, safe as possible. He is using a lot of bio now. This is actually kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. That's a lot of bio. He's trying to go into Colossi from here, but I mean, Extended Thermal Lance is nowhere close from finishing, and so is Charge, as he did decide to go for Blink first, but the Blink is not able to get him much in this game so far. If he puts all of his army together, that could be really strong. He's going to try and use those Widow Mines to catch some of the Phoenix. Oh, man. All of these medevacs, though, are really... Is this a fake out? I think he's trying to fake out a Doom drop. Maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. What is he doing? I think, okay, he's clearing that pylon first. But, man, I'm not so sure what he can get done from here. He's going to blink out of there. Bam. Nice. Splash damage doing a little bit, but so far, so good. Oh, man, that one Zealot. Making all those SCVs run back. The tails between their legs. I mean, run off, really. And now, look at that. There's like... Okay, there's actually just one Colossus here. Second one, I think, joining to the battlefield. But with all those together, that's going to do a lot of damage, I think. This bio, though. What is he going to try and do? I think he's trying to look for a Warp Prism or a potential counterattack. He's not going to find anything. This Observer now, though, is going to spot this army coming out. Does Dream actually see it? No, not quite yet. He doesn't. He sees it now, though. The eye of an eagle. He spots it. And I mean, the upgrade count is actually insanity. He's going for +2/+2, already halfway there. He's adding a Templar Archives and a bit. I was going to say bajillion more gateways. That's 2 more gateways. It's a very moderate amount of gateways to be added to. Nice. Okay. Well, the Vikings now are doing some damage. He pulled all the SCVs. He's pulling the boys. And, I mean, there are no storms yet, but there are force fields. And look at that. They're going to drop like flies. Oh, wait a minute. Force fields are not dropped. He's going to try and... He has to focus fire all the Colossi first, though. There's a lot of shield batteries. Is it going to be enough? I do think so. A lot of the splash damage from the Archons are doing so much damage onto the bio. And now the Colossi is living in the back. And I think Dream has held, not Dream, but Deer has held onto this game. The shield batteries are great, and Deer takes game number 4. Yes, 4. I'm just going to take care of something real quick. Nice. Okay. That's taken care of. Boom. Okay, we're going to hop into the final game now. It's 2-2, actually. Jesus. Epic. Truly epic. Nothing's going to be that first game, though. That first game on Eternal Empire. Oh, my God. What a treat. It's dope. All right, we'll load it in to game number 5 between these two. In the bottom right-hand side of Simulacrum. Simulacrum? Simulacrum. It is Deer. And in the top at left-hand side, in the red, it is the Terran player. It is Dream. And Deer. Placing his first pylon on the bottom. This is interesting. This could be some sort of gateway pressure as well. Wouldn't put it past him. Gonna put a gateway here. What is he gonna do about this, though? Who knows? This might actually be some gateway pressure. He's already rallied it to the other side of the map. I think that's a tell. Yeah, he rallied it here. So I think that's going to be some pressure. That's 100% sure. Especially on a map. It's kind of a... rush distance is okay. I think it's a great map. I love Simulacrum. Simulacrum. Yes, that map is excellent. Alright, he's going to take care of that one. Is he going to kill the SCV? No, okay. That would have been a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Look at that. Core first. Very, very, very cool. And Dream is actually not scouting, so he doesn't know this is a core first. So that Adept might actually, or Starker, whichever he chooses, that might actually be a surprise. Man, he's denying that a base. Actually, it's not that bad. 142, 143 is pretty much when it goes down anyway. But since he didn't scout, he had the money to do it immediately, even if he pulled an SCV a little bit earlier to deal with that robe. If he had scouted on top of that, it would have been quite late. Ooh, look at that. Sneaky Zealot. I like it. With probably chrono boosted Adept out here. Yeah, it's trying to go around here. It's looking for any proxy shenanigans. It's probably going to wait for the Adept as well. I'm not sure if he's going to send it immediately, though. No, he does find it, though. Look at that. What he wants to do, that he wants to get at. Look at that micro. Do you think that you will get any damage done versus Dream? False. You shall not. Shall absolutely not get any damage done. Okay, well now these guys are going to meet, and he instant reacts. Oh my god, that was the fastest reaction I've ever seen. It's probably looking at it in the first place, but yeah, he's just gonna go past it. And I mean, the Adept can take care of a damaged, of a damaged Marine and Reaper. Look at that, not losing the Reaper, and not losing the Marine either. Not losing anything is anyone really. Did anyone lose anything so far? Yeah, so like, I don't know what they lost. Like an SCV, a probe, possibly. It's pretty much the extent of it. The Reaper's going to try and come here from the backside. He's going to try and come from the backside. And he's going to, scout in the main base. See if he can find any tech. I don't know if the Stalker will let him do that, though. Nobody's like, nah, get out of here. Get out of my house. Jesus Christ. Come through the front door like a normal person. But little does he know, the front door is being guarded by the Adept, so that's the next thing. Double gases, though, on the way for Deer. Now, this, interesting, especially with the Colossus Bay, or the Robo Bay, on the way. That rhymed. Excellent. But yeah, he's not going to be afraid to take later base, that's for sure. He's going to want to go into Colossi a little bit faster. Maybe even hit a timing from there, and with the Forge as well. That seems to be what he wants to do. I don't think he can block with the Sentry, though. But if you put a Sentry here and Force Field here, maybe. Huh. This Adept, though. Will he catch him? Yeah, okay. Not even. Actually, he just stole the kill. Straight up. That's a kill steal. And the Raven is on the way for Dream. So at least Dream is having the right units to deal with what might be coming. Extendothermal Lance is started already. And the third base going to be dropped eventually. We have 5 minutes still. We'll see. Yeah, okay. 5 minutes. This. And there's going to be a timing definitely that you can hit with those Colossi and that Raven as well. Nice. He just picks off observers. And the more observers he picks off, the more... this is going to sound dumb, but the more, like, the Protoss is going to be blind. Blind in the sense that he's using his Robo to make Colossi, not observers. So killing every single observer is forcing Deer to go like, okay, I'm going to stay blind, but have the tech units, or I'm going to remake my observers to know what's going on, but I'll have no strong units in behind. So that's going to be his call. It is going to be more Colossi, though. You do want to get a strong army, no matter what happens. And all he has to do is put his army in the right position. I like this shield battery, though. I like these shield batteries. It's like I want pylon, shield battery, pylon, shield battery, pylon, shield battery, Nexus. That would be so satisfying. Will he do it, though? Probably not. Oh, man, and all these Marines. Oh, these Marines look like they're going to get grilled, man. Man. Colossus is just going to swipe left on all those Marines immediately. Going to try and go in with a medevac. A medevac. Not sure how well that's going to go. 2 Colossi are out already. And Dream is trying to get a third base in behind this, so we'll see what that happens. I think he's going to, as soon as he scans, he's going to be like, oh, hell nah, I'm not doing this. There's sentries there ready to just force field the ramp. He's going to try and go here, and that's the important part, is that he killed the observer. He's going to kill that observer too. Now the army's going to reposition, but that was a saving grace. Is he going to drop in the main? He could totally do it if he wanted to. But now, oh man, now the Colossi are in position. I think he killed another observer, though. That's the thing. So now, how blind is Deer? Let's check his vision. He really only has vision of the top. That's it. That's it. He's going to have to play it safe. Keep those stalkers in the main as well. And Dream, what is he going to do? He's going to stay home. He's going to have to macro and get a bigger army. A bigger, better army, really. And he has not let up on the workers either. He never stopped making workers. And as soon as that base finishes, well, he's going to have 59 to 64. So it's not as bad as we thought it was going to be. Plus one armor is on the way as well. So hopefully he's going to try and get the upgrade lead on this in this fight. As I wonder what the upgrade... Yeah, so it's 1-1 attack for both players. Deer always going for the attack, especially going for when he goes for Colossus tech, as it does affect the Colossi quite nicely. That Raven has a lot of energy now. The interference matrix, though, not 50 energy anymore. It is 75, so you can only ever get 2 interference matrix ever in any scenario with 1 Raven, instead of the potential 4. So that's a big nerf for sure. So I think he's probably just going to go either for Yeah. No, he'll still go for interference matrix. I think that's still the play that you should do versus Colossi. Versus any Colossi, really. Oh, man, that was a sad fight. And really Deer, making sure he sees everything. He's actually even gearing up for 4th base. So he's clearing this path, make sure he has that vision. He doesn't have vision here, but he has vision here. He's going to gear up for a 4th base on the top right-hand side. So let's see if he can actually secure it eventually. Oh man, that Marine is... No, get out. Get out! Get out. Interesting Zealot attack here. Zealot counterattack, I might say. He's going to go for a Zealot counterattack at the top as well. He's going to try and pull him apart. Go into the main base while going into the 3rd base at the same time. He's probably going to time that together just to make sure everything... Just to make sure it's all coming together. The War Prism is actually just still here. He's just chilling. Yeah, okay, he's going to try and time it all together. Ooh, the Marine, though, spotting the War Prism. Now, that's a big thing. I think he's going to let go of that attack. And he's going to stall this attack now. He doesn't have to send it in anymore. If he sends it in to a bunch of army that's just waiting at home, that's not going to be great. However, look at that. If Dream finds the Zealots here at the bottom, that could be something else. Yeah, it's a lot of stalkers. He's going to want to pick off as much as he can. If you can pick off like the Raven or something, it would be crazy. Ooh, okay, he sees the counterattack of Zealots. He's like, oh, what are you trying to do there, my dude? Vikings, though, are going to get caught in the middle by the stalkers. Very nice move by Deer. Very nice move by Deer. Knocking on the door. Someone's knocking on the door. It's kind of weird. Okay, well, now the Phoenix fleet, Phoenix Hallucination fleet, is going across the map. Let's see if you can get anything. Let's see if you can see anything, basically. Okay, so he's going to see the army rotating towards the top. This cues him to go towards the bottom, although the thing is, that base is starting to get a little bit vulnerable. Okay, just wants to have spotter marines. This is going to be a huge thing of vision. Okay, Dream going for a counterattack at the bottom. He's going to spot all of these zealots, though. And he's going to get caught by this army if he's not careful as well. The blink is there. He's going to snipe out all of medevacs, and now that army is going to get completely cleaned. Wiped off the face of the earth. Now it's a lot of Vikings, though. But he's going to need some strong units in behind that if he wants to deal with this. That's a lot of disruptors as well. The Micro of Dream is good, but I mean, goddamn, that army looks so scary right now. 2-2's not done. 2-2 is coming in for both these players at the same time, roughly. So he scouts that base there. He knows what can he do from here. Gonna try and stop the Zealot counterattack. That's the beginning. That's the beginning of something good. If he can stop this and not get too much damage, that could definitely be something. But however, he is engaging the third base, and he's doing a damn good job at it, though. Losing 2 Colossi almost for free, though. And that's 2 Colossi left. And with those Vikings on the way as well, he's going to pick off even more Colossi. If he can get even more Colossi, that would be fantastic. Stalkers are in the main base, though, for some reason. And Dream, oh, can he get things done? Nice micro, not losing too much to those disruptors. But look at that. The position on these Vikings is so fantastic. He's taking care of all those Colossi on the sides from the high ground. Okay, and he dealt with that quite nicely. Now, a lot of damage has been done, though. 33 SCVs dead in total. So only 38 left for Dream, and Deer is in a fantastic position right now. He's 78 workers at 38 with 82 army supply to 100. So the army supply for Dream is slightly bigger, but Deer is in such a strong position as well. Now it's equal army supply. It's all going to come down to this engagement, and all the bio is a little bit weakened, to be honest. He's going to have to dodge these shots like an absolute champ. There's so many Zealots on the side as well. There's no more Colossi, and all of these Vikings are completely useless at this point. And he blinks in, takes care of even more Vikings, and now look at this. Everything is so weak. He needs more ghosts. He needs more bulk to his army, and he has so many Vikings that he's not using anymore. He's going to have to land them eventually if he wants to get back in this game and actually use that for his army. But if he does that, he's just going to go back into Colossus tech, and then it's all the old switcheroo all over again. Oh, man, look at the supply. Dream is so low in supply right now. He's even leading with the disruptor shot. He's like, come at me, bro. Come at me. He knows that he very well cannot come at him. The Vikings are landed, not going to do much damage. He's going to try and hold on as best as he can, but he has infinite disruptor shots. All he has to do is make sure he does not disruptor his own units. He's going back into Colossus. He knows that after this fight, no matter what happens, he'll have taken care of a lot of Vikings. Oh my god, he's going to take care of a lot of Vikings. So he's going back into Colossi, and the switch back into Vikings will be way too difficult. And man, all these disruptors doing so much damage right now. Zealots from the bottom side as well, coming in to reinforce and taking care of all those SCVs. It's 27 SCVs, so many going down. 57 SCVs going down so far, and GG. Deer takes the series 3-2.